For billions of years, plants have pulled off a miracle we still can't fully match. They take sunlight, water, and the air around them and turn it into fuel. Now, scientists are racing to copy that trick artificially, and in 2026, they built a version that even runs itself. It could change how we power the world.
To understand the breakthrough, start with the original. Inside every green leaf, photosynthesis uses sunlight to split water and combine it with carbon dioxide, producing sugar, the plant's fuel, and releasing oxygen. It's the process that feeds nearly all life on Earth and fills the air we breathe.
Here's the part that excites scientists. The first and hardest step is simply using light to split water into hydrogen and oxygen. And hydrogen is a clean, powerful fuel. Burn it or run it through a fuel cell, and the only byproduct is water. No carbon, no pollution. If we could split water cheaply using sunlight, we'd have limitless clean energy. So that's the goal of artificial photosynthesis. Build a device, often called an artificial leaf, that does what a real leaf does, but aimed at producing fuel. It's usually a small panel coated with special light-absorbing materials and catalysts. Drop it in water, shine sunlight on it, and bubbles of hydrogen begin to rise from its surface.
But copying a leaf is brutally hard. The materials have to absorb sunlight efficiently, survive being soaked in water for years, and use cheap, abundant elements instead of rare, expensive ones. For decades, artificial leaves were either too fragile, too inefficient, or far too expensive to ever leave the laboratory.
That's why the 2026 advance matters. Researchers designed an artificial photosynthesis system that regulates itself, automatically balancing its own reactions without the extra batteries and control electronics older designs needed. Simpler, more stable, and closer to something you could actually deploy in the real world.
Why does this matter so much? Because sunlight is the most abundant energy source on the planet. More energy hits the Earth in 1 hour than humanity uses in a whole year. If we can store that sunlight as clean hydrogen fuel, we solve renewable energy's biggest weakness: what to do when the sun isn't shining.
Imagine the future it points to. Rooftops and deserts covered not just in solar panels making electricity, but in artificial leaves making clean fuel. Fuel we could store, ship, and burn with zero carbon emissions. A way to run heavy industry, ships, and planes without warming the planet.
There's still a long road ahead. Artificial leaves must get cheaper, more efficient, and able to run at massive scale before they can compete with fossil fuels. But each breakthrough closes the gap, and nature already proved, billions of years ago, that turning sunlight into fuel is absolutely possible.
So the next time you see sunlight pouring through the leaves of a tree, remember, we're finally learning to bottle that same magic, to turn light and water into clean fuel for everyone. And if there's a science or tech topic you want explained next, tell me in the comments. Your question could be the next video.
If this made you a little more curious about the world, subscribe to the Binary Brew, and I'll see you in the next one.